What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be taking a look at why I believe that Rogers & Cowan is going to help distribute VEVE's NFTs across the world and really solidify this vision of VEVE becoming the lead marketplace in the NFT space. But before we jump into this, I just want to say thank you for being joining me with this video again. I really appreciate you being here. If you enjoy the content and you enjoy what I bring across and it brings value to you, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more updates through VEVE and different brand breakdowns in the future. So, first of all, I just want to sort of bring our attention here to the VEVE Twitter page. This was the announcement they made recently. They've appointed Roger Kowan as their sort of lead growth strategic partner, allowing them to sort of take control of their brand distribution across the world. We're going to take a look at Roger & Cowan as a company, look at sort of the different campaigns they've ran. I'm going to reflect some ideas of you on what I believe is actually happening here and why they've chosen this partnership and why this is really just justifies the level of or the magnitude of what VEVE are trying to achieve here. They are introducing the biggest names outside of the industry, inside the industry. That they've got some of the biggest names in marketing, some of the biggest names in terms of licensing, and it just goes to show what's going on behind the closed doors, the kind of partnerships that they've been putting together, and how really the vision of VEVE is starting to take place one step at a time. So the first thing we'll do is just sort of go to the company website. We're going to have a little review of some of the projects they've been able to do and share those thoughts and ideas. So they are a creative marketing communication agency. So they are a marketing agency, but not just like any marketing agency. These are they represent some of the biggest influencers in the world, in Hollywood, in film, in music, in media, and pop culture, basically popular culture across the world. And they've done some massive campaigns. I mean, one of the first campaigns we're just going to have a look at quickly is Justin Bieber. I mean, they represented Justin Bieber's YouTube Originals campaign and were able to produce some incredible numbers. This is public information, so if you want to go read about this in further, just go to their website. You'll be able to find it within their case studies. But they were able to produce over 200 million views for Justin Bieber. And before I really jump further into this, I just want to say it's incredible to see VEVE be put in the same conversations as marketing companies like this. You know, we're talking about irrelevant to your opinion on Justin Bieber. We're talking about a marketing agency that holds the reputation of Justin Bieber, one of the most influential music artists on this planet. Irrelevant to personal opinion, he is one of the most well-known names, and to see VEVE be associated with a brand like Roger Kowan is just insane. I mean, at this point, it's always hard to put into words, like all these crazy different levels of distribution, licensing partners, being associated with this now massive media advertising company. Just like I say, goes to show what VEVE are doing, what they're trying to achieve, in my opinion, monopolizing this space and becoming the go-to household name for collectibles within NFTs and also other areas of media outside of just the collectible range that VEVE have right now. But like I say, we'll go back onto this. 200 million views, 1.3 thousand exclusive stories, and 32 million first week views, which broke YouTube Originals' debut record. So further highlighting the magnitude of what this advertising agency are able to achieve, showing what they're able to produce and how good their team is, the infrastructure behind the team, and how they're able to capture their audience enough to generate over 200 million views in this example. The next one I want to have a little look at too, as we're going to review a few different case studies, is Activision, Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare launch. So they're actually behind some of the campaigns of the Modern Warfare launch. Just another huge name, Activision, Call of Duty, one of the biggest games on the planet, has some of the biggest sort of loyal fan bases across the world, further validating what Rogers & Cowan are capable of doing, the kind of expertise they'll be able to bring into VEVE, their marketing edge, the team, the developers, and essentially the type of stories and translations they'll be able to do for this space when translating VEVE to this mass market adoption. We can see here 258 million media impressions, 1.85 billion social media impressions, humongous reach, massive campaign, 2019's top-selling game, and $600 million produced in the first 3 days, further validating and highlighting my point that these guys are a juggernaut in the media space. They are industry leaders, and there's even an article later on that was shared by Akomi, but I've got it loaded up here, just highlighting that they were in the, I think the Forbes put them as the best media agency on the planet, or in 2001. And we can have a look at that a little later on. Another thing here, they did a marketing for McDonald's, celebrating International Women's Day. I thought that I brought this article out to show that they're able to diversify their marketing campaigns, how they're able to be go into multiple different niches and multiple different areas in terms of gaming and McDonald's, which is food, but also tackling like cultural topics in International Women's Day, and how they're able to I guess adapt to these ever-evolving climates that we have in real-world media. And this is a huge partnership for VEVE, to be able to have a team like this translate VEVE's message and translate VEVE's sort of mass market adoption in terms of being able to put this this brand in front of people and put this message in front of people that they're trying to achieve. There is no better company out there to do this. It's clear they're able to do this already for massive companies across the world, which makes this a very exciting partnership. The next thing I want to look at as well is some of the Hollywood names that they represent as well, because although they do big brands, like I said, like McDonald's and other big brands, I think they do Hyundai as well. I think I saw. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. It might not be Hyundai. I'm almost certain it was. But they also go into different representation of actual human being brands. So like our favorite Hollywood actors, our favorite musicians, our favorite comedians, and how they're able to translate their stories in a way that keeps these Hollywood actors relevant and within sort of culture and topics within their branding, and able to translate those stories to people in an effective way. And I'm just going to go through and just scroll through here. We can see Jamie Foxx, we can see Billy Bob Thornton, we've got David Beckham, you know, an incredible athlete, well known in the UK, and obviously across the world, Hugh Jackman, and just these big Hollywood names. And I did touch upon this in my Sony video about how I feel that we might see introductions of sort of more of real world people into NFTs in the form of like action figures. And one of the examples I gave was how we might actually see for the film like Jumanji within that Sony own, how we might actually see like The Rock and see him put as an NFT in the Jumanji uniform. And the reason I point this out is because we might see this also happen from some of the connections within this media company. You know, a lot of these actors have been in, or actresses have been in, big blockbuster films, big animated films. They are voice actors as well. And we might see them translated into more action figure style NFTs moving forward. And having this media company might be able to translate that message in a way that captures global interest. So very, very exciting partnership. And I'm just going to keep scrolling through so you guys can see the different actors and actresses that they're involved with. The next thing I just want to touch upon as well is what I referenced earlier. This was an article shared by Ecomi, which is the sort of owner of VEVE. We all know this. It says R&C PMK named to Forbes 2021 list of America's best PR agencies. So if we go through and just read a little bit about this, the agency was chosen among more than 5,000 firms, nominated and received a top rating of 5 stars by more than 12,500 experts and 20,500 customers surveyed for this list, further highlighting the magnitude of what this brand is being able to achieve with their marketing and with their relevancy within delivering real-world cultural messages at a global impactful level. We can also have a look here. Client service work this year once again featured a wide-ranging collection of campaigns and award-winning projects with brands, clients including Activision, Cisco, Hasbro, Heineken, MasterCard. I mean, we're talking big brands. These are things that everybody has heard of, everybody knows. We've got McDonald's, YouTube, Verizon, and it shows that diversification I spoke about. You know, we'll see this within VEVE, them diversifying their portfolio, trying to get into different areas of media, trying to get themselves into potentially different areas of outside of wholly collecting and introducing different aspects of NFTs into the space. In my opinion, that is speculation on my half, but we can see that this media company are extremely diverse. They're able to translate their messages for many different niches and many different areas. So further highlighting my point, this is a juggernaut brand, and what an incredible partnership we're witnessing here. And you can go through and read this. This is on Ecomi. If you go onto their Twitter page, you'll see this article was shared. Or actually, I think it was in the VEVE comments of their announcement. So if you go to that, then you'll see this article being shared. The last thing I just want to touch upon as well here is just another sort of example on Wikipedia that I read about Rogers and Cowan. They actually were involved in the relaunch of MySpace. A lot of people probably haven't heard of MySpace, and if you have, it was just social media that people used in the past. It sort of died off a little bit, but they rebranded it, recreated it, and relaunched it, which I thought was really cool, and just another one of those sort of big brands that they're able to re-energize. And finally, I just wanted to share that the company is actually owned by the Interpublic group of companies. And if you want to go and read about this, you can have a little bit of a dive into this. I haven't read too much about the sort of this company as a whole, like the actual the owning company of this sub company, if that makes sense. But this is just to give you the information here. If you want to go do some reading about this, then you're more than welcome to do it. So there's my thoughts and feelings. Please let me know what your sort of opinions are on this new brand agreement, or this sort of more media distributing partner that VEVE have. I think it's an incredible play. I think it just further highlights everything that we are sort of speculating on, but also starting to see come into fruition as well. So if you enjoyed this video and you followed through this far, thank you for being here. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.